Hi everyone, how are you? Okay dears, today I will talk on a topic whose name is vector analysis. In vector analysis I will explain one topic that will be as find the angle between two vectors. So two vectors will be given, we have to find angle between them. Okay student, so first of all you have to concentrate on this topic from starting to end to get general knowledge on this topic. Okay student, first of all you have to concentrate on this topic and then you have to look this live video from starting to end to develop good knowledge on this topic. So some suggestion point I am going to tell you positively and you follow it positively, safely and properly. So first of all you have to take one pen and one notebook and then you have to sit at your location properly, positively and safely. Now if you will understand this video, so you like this live video and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students so that they can also update, that is improve their knowledge on this topic. Simultaneously you also subscribe this educational channel more and more for getting all information of the class 11 physics and also class 9 physics. We will explain each and every information of this book in detail. Okay students, so positively I am going to explain. Now this is the class 11 physics and it will be available in English medium and also in Hindi medium. Now this is also based on NCERT pattern in this the chapter number 3 and that chapter number 3 I am going to explain, whose name is vector analysis. In this case I have already explained scalar quantity, vector quantity and also the types of vector I have already explained in detail. Now here I have to explain one information. Now here there will be two vectors and we have to find angle between these two vectors. So that has some condition, that has some properties and all those properties I will explain and then I will solve one numericals on this topic, that is find the angle between two given vectors. So I am going to write here. One information is that find the angle between two vectors. So I will write like this. Now I will consider one vector, that is A, which that is represented as Ax vector I cap plus Ay vector j cap and also Az vector A cap. So all vector I have used here. Now another vector I am going to say, that is the vector B and that is written as Bx vector I cap and then I will write here By vector j cap plus Bz vector k cap. So I have written vector A and also vector B. So we have to get the angle between these two vectors. Suppose that vector A has gone like this way and I will see this is the vector A and vector B is moving along this. So I will say this is the vector B. So vector A and vector B both will intersect at a certain point. So we will get four angles, but two angles will be equal to each other. It means that vertical opposite angle will be equal to each other because this vector I will explain. So it will cut the vector B at a certain point. I will say that is the point of intersection. So that point of intersection will be this one. Okay. So Here I will get 4 angles, 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles. So these vertical opposite angles are equal to each other. Therefore, this I will consider 180 and other angle will be 180 degree minus theta. So in other words, I will draw systematic one angle is one vector is a, that is here, and another vector I have also drawn here, that is vector B. Now above diagram I am going to erase. Now here I have written in systematic. So this is the point of intersection and I will say this is the I. Now here I am getting 4 angles. This is the angle 1 and this is the angle 2 and this is the angle 3 and this will be the angle 4. So here I will say 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here I will write angle 1 which is equal to angle 3 because this is the vertical opposite angles will be equal to each other. Similarly, I will say angle 2 which is equal to angle 4. So angle 2 which is equal to angle 4. So here I am getting two angles. One angles this one and other angle will be this one. So one angle will be theta, so other angle will be pi minus theta, yeah, 180 degree minus theta. So this is theta, so this angle will be 180 degree minus theta, 180 degree minus theta. So this angle will be theta, so this will be theta, and this is 180 degree minus theta, so this will be also 180 degree minus theta. So these are the vertical opposite angles, and vertical opposite angles are equal to each other. Okay, student. So you are doing these information. Now you have to get the angle between these two vectors. How we will get the angle between these two vectors? Now I will use scalar product, that is the vector A or vector B, which is equal to the magnitude of the vector A into magnitude of the vector B and also cos theta. Okay, so that concept I will write here. So I will take scalar product, that is A dot B. So here I will write A dot B. It means that I will say magnitude of the vector A into magnitude of the vector B into cos theta. So this formula I will write, and this is the scalar quantity. This is the scalar quantity, and this formula is important. Okay, if two vector will be given, so we have to find, we have to use this formula for finding the angle between these two vectors. So cos theta, which is equal to A dot B, vector A dot B divided by magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B. So this is the required way to find the angle between given vectors. One vector is A and another vector is B. Okay, so we have to get that angle. Okay, so now I am asking one question, and that question you have to note properly. Cos 0 degree, what will be the value of cos 0 degree? Its value will be known. Cos 0 degree, which is equal to 1. This is the required concept, and this is, and cos 90 degree. If this angle will be 90 degree, so in this case I will say cos 90 degree, which is equal to 0. Okay, this concept student has to know properly. Okay, because here I will say if theta will be 0 degree, so I will say this cos theta is 1. So here I will multiply magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B into 1. So that will be A dot B, which is equal to magnitude of the vector A and also the magnitude of the vector B. So this concept I have to use properly. Okay, if theta will be 90 degree, in this case this term will be 0. It means that whole right term will be 0. Okay, so this is the required concept. So each and every student has to know it properly. Okay, so one concept I have to write here. What is the, if two vectors are parallel to each other? If two vectors are parallel to each other, it means that vector I cap into vector I cap. It means that both vectors are parallel to each other. It means that the between these two vectors will be 0 degree. So vector I is along this and vector I is also along this. So in this case, I will say theta will be 0 degree. Theta will be 0 degree, so its value will be 1. Similarly, I will write vector j cap into vector j cap. So its value will be 1. And also because both vectors will be parallel to each other, two vectors will be parallel to each other, it means that this vector I will put on the vector above. So its angle will be 0. The angle between these two vectors will be 0. This is also vector I cap and this is also vector I cap. Similarly, I will say vector j cap into vector k cap into vector k cap. Its value will be 1. So each and every student need to remember this formula. This is the identity. I into I, that will be 1, j into j, that will be 1, k into k, that will be 1, because the angle between these two vectors will be 0 degree and cos 0 degree, which is equal to 1. Now if I will take two vectors, one vector will be I and other will be j. So angle between I and j will be 90 degree and cos 90 degree is equal to 0. So all right, that term will be 0. So next information I will also write here. That is I vector I cap into vector j cap. The angle between I and j is 90 degree, will be 90 degree, it means that its value will be 0. So I into j, that will be 0. Similarly, I can say j into k, that will be also 0, and vector k into vector I, that will be also 0. So all term will be 0. So this is the two identities, and each every student has to remember it positively. Okay. So one is the I into I is equal to j into j is equal to k into k. Its value is 1. Now I into j, it will have 90 degree, so its value will be 0. J into k, it will also have 90 degree, its value will be 0. Similarly, here k into I, that will be 90 degree and its value will be 0. So one formula and these two identity student has to remember clearly, because if student will learn it, so its multiplication student can easily solve. Okay. Now, so here there is no space, so I have written here. So each and every student need to write this concept on your computer for the revision. Okay, student. Now, other information I am going to say, if I into I, its value is 1. So here I will multiply a into b, vector a into vector b, which is equal to I into I, and then that will be 1, and then I will multiply ax into bx. Okay. So I will write that concept here. So here I will multiply vector a dot vector b, which is equal to here ax into bx, plus here I will write ax into by, because I into j, that has value 0, so that term will be 0, and I into k, that term is also 0. Now b into x, that term will be 0, into j into j, that will be 1. So here I will write ay into ay into by, plus here I have to write aj into bj, into bj. So here the value of vector a dot vector b, which is equal to multiplication of ax into bx plus ay into by plus a into bj. So its value I will get from here. Its value I will take practice. This is the value that is obtained with modulus sign, and we can get also this one, and then cos theta we can get by transferring it. So I will get the value of theta, and that will be the angle between these two vectors. Okay. All this information I will translate in Hindi, so students who are reading in Hindi medium, those students can also understand easily. Okay. यहाँ पर कहा गया वेक्टर एनालिसिस में जो होता है, अगर दो वेक्टर दिया गया है तो दोनों वेक्टर के बीच का कोण फाइंड आउट करना है. इसमें एक वेक्टर को ए दिया गया है, दूसरा वेक्टर बी है. दोनों वेक्टर एक एक पॉइंट पर इंटरसेक्ट करेंगे, उस पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन को या प्रतिच्छेद बिंदु को हमने आई लिखा है। यहाँ पर जब प्रतिच्छेद किए तो 4 कोण बना है, 1 2 3 और 4, लेकिन वर्टिकल अपोजिट एंगल ज्योमेट्री के अनुसार जो होता है वर्टिकल अपोजिट एंगल जो होता है इक्वल होता है, तो यह एंगल इसके बराबर हो जाएगा, यह एंगल इसके बराबर हो जाएगा। तो एक थीटा है तो दूसरा जो होता है 180 माइनस थीटा डिग्री होगा। ओके, अब कंडीशन ये देखते हैं कि अगर एक वेक्टर आई है दूसरा वेक्टर भी आई, जब दोनों वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट करते हैं तो इसका वैल्यू कितना होता है 1 होता है। इस क्यों 1 होता है हम इसमें यूज करेंगे आई का आई, ये जो आई का मैग्नीट्यूड जो 1 होगा, बी का मैग्नीट्यूड 1 होगा, और कॉस आई और आई के बीच में थीटा जो होता है कोण जो होता है 0 डिग्री होगा, कॉस 0 डिग्री का मान ऑलवेज 1 होता है। तो आप 1 सब्स्टिट्यूट सबको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो उसका वैल्यू 1 आएगा। इसी तरीके से वेक्टर जे इंटू जे 1 आएगा, वेक्टर के इंटू के 1 आएगा। अब हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे वेक्टर आई और वेक्टर जे को, जब मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो आई का कोफिशिएंट, आई का जो कोफिशिएंट को हिंदी में गुणांक के नाम से जानते हैं। आई का जो गुणांक है एक्स है, इसमें आई का गुणांक बी एक्स है, आई एक्स इंटू बी एक्स को रखेंगे, नेक्स्ट टर्म तो 0 हो जाएगा, क्योंकि आई और जे के बीच का एंगल 90 डिग्री होगा और cos 90 डिग्री का वैल्यू जो होता है 0 होता है, इसलिए इसको 0 यहाँ पर सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे। उसी तरीके से बी ए वाई और बी वाई मिलेगा, यहाँ पर ए वाई और बी वाई प्रॉपर्ली लिखेंगे ताकि ईच एंड एवरी स्टूडेंट कैन अंडरस्टैंड इजीली। ए वाई बी वाई होगा, यहाँ पे ए जेड और बी जेड होगा। इस तरीके से अगर दो वेक्टर दिया जाता है तो उस दो वेक्टर का जो डॉट प्रोडक्ट स्केलर क्वांटिटी जो होता है हम इस तरीके से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। और कोई भी वेक्टर दिया जाता है उस वेक्टर का परिणाम को निकालना होता है, तो परिणाम जो है इजीली हम निकाल लेंगे। उसी तरीके से वेक्टर बी का परिणाम निकालेंगे, इसका वैल्यू निकालने के बाद से यहाँ पर cos थीटा का वैल्यू निकालेंगे, सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद से थीटा का वैल्यू निकलेगा। और अगर वो दोनों वेक्टर के बीच का कोण एक मिल गया तो दूसरा कोण निकालने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे 180 में से उस थीटा के वैल्यू को सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे। इस तरीके से दोनों कोण को हम प्रॉपर्ली फाइंड कर सकते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट, अगर इस वीडियो में जो भी पॉइंट आपको अच्छा लगा हो तो इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक करें, शेयर करें और अपने कलीग्स के दोस्तों के साथ और फ्रेंडों विद्यार्थियों के साथ जो होता है शेयर करें, ताकि उनका भी नॉलेज जो होता है इस पॉइंट को अपडेट और डेवलप हो सके। और साथ ही साथ इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सब्सक्राइब करें, दैट इज सब्सक्राइब करें। ओके, तो और जो भी पॉइंट यहाँ पर डाउट है उस पॉइंट को जो होता है कमेंट सेक्शन में पॉजिटिवली टाइप करें और हम उसको पॉजिटिवली ऑब्जर्व करेंगे और करने के बाद से पॉजिटिवली उसको सोल्यूशन करेंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट, इस वीडियो में जो था आप कंटिन्यू रहें, कंटिन्यू रहने के बाद से जो है इसमें थीटा को कैसे फाइंड आउट किया जाता है उसको उस थीटा के वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट करके आपको दिखाएंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट, तो इस तरीके से ए डॉट बी का वैल्यू ये हो गया, तो इस वैल्यू को भी आप रिमेंबर करें और रिमेंबर करने के बाद से इसको यूज करेंगे। ओके, नाउ अगर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड लेना होता है तो इसके लिए हम लिखेंगे इस टर्म को इरेज करना है, इरेज करने के बाद से वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड हम लिखेंगे। अगर वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड लिखना होता है तो इसको लिखते हैं स्क्वायर ए एक्स का होल स्क्वायर प्लस ए वाई का होल स्क्वायर प्लस वेक्टर ए जेड का होल स्क्वायर। तो वेक्टर ए में जो होता है वेक्टर आई का गुणांक जो होता है एक्स है, वेक्टर जे कैप का गुणांक ए वाई है और वेक्टर के कैप का गुणांक जो होता है ए जेड है। इस तरीके से इसके मैग्नीट्यूड को मैंने यहाँ पर राइट किया है, इसके मैग्नीट्यूड को यहाँ पर लिखा है और इसके मैग्नीट्यूड को लिखने के बाद यहाँ पर स्क्वायर के अंदर लिखेंगे, लिखना है कि ए एक्स का होल स्क्वायर प्लस ए वाई का होल स्क्वायर प्लस ए जेड का होल स्क्वायर का स्क्वायर लेंगे, जो वैल्यू आएगा वह वेक्टर ए का परिमाण होगा, दैट इज उसको हम मॉडल्स वैल्यू करेंगे। ओके, इसी तरीके से वेक्टर बी का निकालेंगे और वेक्टर बी का निकालने के बाद से इस फॉर्मूलेट में सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे। तो यहाँ से हम लिख सकते हैं cos थीटा का वैल्यू, cos थीटा विच इज इक्वल टू, यहाँ पर लिखेंगे वेक्टर ए डॉट वेक्टर बी, वेक्टर ए डॉट इंटू वेक्टर बी डॉट डिवाइडेड बाई वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड, वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड इंटू वेक्टर बी का मैग्नीट्यूड। वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड और वेक्टर बी के मैग्नीट्यूड को ऐसे लिख सकते हैं cos थीटा विच इज इक्वल टू ए डॉट बी डिवाइडेड बाई वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड इंटू वेक्टर बी का मैग्नीट्यूड। इस तरीके से हम निकाल सकते हैं। अब वेक्टर ए की वैल्यू ए डॉट बी का वैल्यू जो होता है ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर लिखा गया है कि वेक्टर ए डॉट बी का वैल्यू जो होता है वेक्टर आई में दोनों वेक्टर के गुणांक से हम क्या करते हैं मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं। एक प्लस साइन अपने से लिखते हैं, यहाँ पर वेक्टर ए के गुणांक दोनों वेक्टर को मल्टीप्लाई करके लिखते हैं। ये जो प्लस साइन जो अपने से देते हैं और वेक्टर के में जो गुणांक है और वाले वेक्टर में और दूसरे वेक्टर में वेक्टर के का गुणांक है उसको मल्टीप्लाई करके लिखेंगे और यहाँ पर वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड वेक्टर बी का मैग्नीट्यूड को निकाल के वहाँ पर प्लेस करेंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट, तो अगर दो वेक्टर दिया जाता है, दो वेक्टर के बीच का अगर एंगल कैलकुलेट करना होता है तो इस फार्मूले से हम इसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे। ओके, cos थीटा विच इज इक्वल टू वेक्टर ए और वेक्टर बी डिवाइडेड बाय मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द वेक्टर ए एंड आल्सो द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द वेक्टर बी। तो ए डॉट बी के वैल्यू को यहाँ पर हमने लिख कर रखा है। ए डॉट बी के वैल्यू को यहाँ पर प्रॉपरली जो होता है राइट किया है, इस वैल्यू को यहाँ पर यूज करेंगे और वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड निकालने के लिए हम ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर लिखेंगे वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड विच इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर लिखे ए एक्स का होल स्क्वायर प्लस ए वाई का होल स्क्वायर प्लस ए जेड का होल स्क्वायर। ए एक्स ए वाई ए जेड जो होता है वेक्टर आई कैप का कोफिशिएंट है, कोफिशिएंट का मतलब गुणांक है और ए जो होता है वेक्टर जे के तो गुणांक है और ए जे जो होता है वेक्टर के का गुणांक है। उन सभी गुणांक के स्क्वायर करके ऐड करने हैं तो हमें जो वैल्यू आएगा वो वैल्यू जो होता है वेक्टर ए का मॉडुलस होगा। ओके, इस तरीके से हम इसके वैल्यू को कैलकुलेट करेंगे। कैलकुलेट करने के बाद से वो cos थीटा बराबर उतना होगा, उसमें थीटा बराबर cos इनवर्स जो होता है उस वैल्यू को सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे और उसका वैल्यू जो होता है रेडियन में नहीं डिग्री में कैलकुलेट करेंगे। अगर डिग्री में कैलकुलेट कर लिए रेडियन में कैलकुलेट करना हो तो हम जानते हैं 180 डिग्री इक्वल टू पाई होता है, इसलिए 1 डिग्री इक्वल टू 100 डिवाइडेड बाई 180 होता है। उस वैल्यू को रखकर सिंपलीफाई करके हम रेडियन में भी कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट, अगर इस वीडियो को आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पसंद करें तो इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें अपने कलीग्स के साथ, फ्रेंड्स के साथ और स्टूडेंट के साथ ताकि उनका भी नॉलेज इम्प्रूव ताकि तो अपडेट और डेवलप हो सके इस पॉइंट को। ओके स्टूडेंट, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू दिस इज द जनरल कंसेप्ट। Now I am going to take particular question and then I will calculate the angle between these two vectors. So I will use this concept and this concept, this concept, this concept, and also this concept for finding the angle between these two vectors. Okay, student. So these are the required information properly write in your notebook on your notebook for the revision. Okay, student. Now positively I will erase and after erasing I will assume two vectors and then I will get the angle between these two vectors. Okay, student. So properly I am going to erase it. So all the information each and every student has to remember it properly and positively discipline. Here I am going to write find the angle between find the angle between vector A which is equal to 2 vector I cap minus 3 vector J cap plus 4 vector K cap and second vector is B whose value is minus 5 vector I cap plus J vector K cap minus vector K cap. Okay, so we have to find the angle between these two vectors. So here I will write proper solution. So here I will say vector A dot into vector B dot which is equal to magnitude of the vector A into magnitude of the vector B into cos theta. So I have to write it properly. Now vector A dot vector B I have already written formula previously. Vector A dot vector A which is equal to AX into BX plus AY into BY plus AZ into BZ. Okay students, so you look it properly because vector A dot vector B which is equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ into BZ. Okay, now the magnitude of the vector A each and every students are knowing properly, that is written in square root AX whole square plus BY whole square plus BZ whole square. So this is the vector A. Now we have to find the value of cos theta. The value of cos theta can be written cos theta which is equal to, I have to write cos theta which is equal to A dot B divided by magnitude of the vector A and also the magnitude of the vector B. So here I write vector A dot vector B divided by, here I write vector magnitude of the vector A into magnitude of the vector B. So this is the required formula, because if I will know this one, so we have to know this one because this is A dot B. So A dot B can be obtained by using this function. Now magnitude of the vector is this one, and similarly I will use magnitude of the vector B which is equal to Bx whole square By whole square Bz whole square. So here I have to write this is A because A is a limit. So Ax, and here I will write also Az. So this is vector A, so I will use A and X, Y, Z I will write. If vector will be B, so here Bx, By and Bz I will write. Okay, now we have to get this value. So now here vector A dot B, here I have to find its value. Now A dot B, separately I will use Ax Bx. The value of Ax is 2 into Bx. Bx is also minus 5. So here I will write 5 minus 5. So here I will put plus and itself. Ay means minus 3. So here I will write minus 3 in the bracket, and then I will write dy. So dy is also minus 5. So in the bracket I have to write minus 5, and then I will have to write here plus. Now here is Ax and Bz. Ax is Az is 4 and Bz is minus 1. So I will write minus 1. Okay, divided by magnitude of the vector A. So magnitude of the vector A I have to write in the square root. In the square root 2 whole square. Here I have to write 2 whole square plus here minus 3 whole square. Minus 3 whole square plus here I have to write 4. So here I have to write 4 whole square. This is available in one bracket. Similarly, I will write magnitude of the vector A. So that will be with multiplication. That is multiply with, again I will write coefficient of I, that is minus 5. Minus 5 whole square, and here plus and I am writing itself. So here coefficient of J is 1. So here I will put 1 square, and then here I will put the coefficient of minus coefficient of A, that is minus 1 whole square. Okay, so I have followed the formula. That formula is as cos theta which is equal to vector A or vector B divided by magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B. All these information I will also translate in Hindi. So each and every student who are reading in Hindi medium, that is in video, who student can also solve this such type of question in detail. Okay, because here now I am going to translate here. यहाँ पर दो वेक्टर है, एक वेक्टर का नाम A है, दूसरे वेक्टर का नाम B है. इसके इंफॉर्मेशन ऑलरेडी एक्स एक्सिस के अलावा, वाई एक्सिस के अलावा और जेड एक्सिस के अलावा इसका घटक दिया गया है. घटक मतलब कंपोनेंट दिए गए हैं। उसके बाद से हम जानते हैं स्केलर प्रोडक्ट निकालने के लिए एक फार्मूला होता है या आइडेंटिटी होता है, और इस आइडेंटिटी को वेक्टर ए और वेक्टर बी को हम सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड और वेक्टर बी का मैग्नीट्यूड मिलेगा। उसके बाद से उसको cos थीटा से हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद हम देखते हैं ए डॉट बी को देता हम इस फॉर्म में लिखते हैं ए एक्स बी एक्स प्लस ए वाई बी वाई प्लस ए जेड बी जेड के फॉर्म में लिखते हैं। उसके बाद से वेक्टर ए का मैग्नीट्यूड निकालने के लिए जो है ए के फॉर्म में सारा रहेगा, इसमें एक्स एक्सिस के अलाम वाई एक्सिस के अलाम और जेड एक्सिस के अलाम जो होता है उसके गुणांक को लेंगे। एक्स एक्सिस के अलाम जो आई है उसका गुणांक एक्स होता है, वाई एक्सिस के अलाम वेक्टर जे है उसका गुणांक ये वाई होता है, और जेड एक्सिस के अलाम वेक्टर जे होता है उसका गुणांक ए जेड होता है। इसके वैल्यू को निकालकर रखेंगे, उसका स्क्वायर लेने के बाद उसको ऐड करेंगे, उसको स्क्वायर करके उसको ऐड करेंगे, ऐड करने के बाद स्क्वायर रूट लेंगे, वह मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेक्टर ए होगा। इसी तरीके से मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेक्टर बी निकालेंगे, और बी निकालने के बाद यहाँ पर रखेंगे, और उसके बाद से cos थीटा का वैल्यू इसको सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद हमको जो वैल्यू मिलेगा वो cos थीटा का वैल्यू मिलेगा। वह cos थीटा का वैल्यू हम डिग्री में निकालेंगे। डिग्री में निकालने के बाद से अगर रिक्वायरमेंट होगा उसको डिग्री में चेंज करने के लिए हम जानते हैं कि ये 180 डिग्री इक्वल टू पाई होता है, इसलिए 180 इंटू 1 डिग्री इज इक्वल टू पाई होगा, इसलिए 1 डिग्री इज इक्वल टू पाई डिवाइडेड बाई 180 होगा। उसको सिंप्लीफाई करें, सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद से इस कंसेप्ट को यूज करके उसको रीजन में चेंज कर सकते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट, तो एबव डेटा को इरेज करेंगे, और इरेज करने के बाद से cos थीटा के वैल्यू को लिखेंगे प्रॉपर्ली। ओके स्टूडेंट, सो एबव इंफॉर्मेशन आई एम गोइंग टू इरेज द कंसेप्ट इसके सो से ऑन डेटा आई टेक टाइम। ओके, so here I am going to write on the left hand side I am going to write cos theta and its value I am going to simplify it. So 2 into minus 5 that will be minus 10. Here plus minus plus and plus is 5 3 15, so plus 15. Okay, I will write here 4 into minus 1 that will be minus 4 divided by here I will write 2 2 is 4 plus 3 3 is 9 plus 4 4 is 16. In other bracket I have to write 5 2 is 25, 1 1 is 1, minus 1 1 is 1, that is also 1. So here I will write 15 minus 15 divided by 60 plus 9 25 plus 2 29 into here I have to write 25 26 7 27. Okay, this is the required value. So here I will simplify again. Zero data I am going to erase. So here I will write cos theta which is equal to 15 minus 1 15, that is 1 divided by 1 in this square I will write 29, and at other place I will say 27. So this is the required value. Now further I will simplify. Now 47 I can write 9 into 3. Okay, that is the value in square root, so I can write like this. 9 into 3 that can be written in square root of 9 into square root 3. So square root of 9 will be 3 into root 3. This is the requirement and I have to use. So here I can write 1 divided by square root 29 into here will be 3 root 3. Okay, this is the required value. Okay, now further I will say as cos theta has value 1 divided by square root 29 into 3 root 3 root 3. Here I have written 3 root 3. So I will take its value. Now theta which is equal to I will write cos inverse 1 divided by square root of 29 into 3 root 3, 3 root 3, 3 root 3. So I will put this value in square root. So theta is equal to cos inverse 1 divided by root 29 into 3 root 3. So this is the required value, and that value is available in the degree. So if degree is available, so other value I will say that is the phi, and that phi will be 180 degree minus theta. The value of theta is written here. So I can write 180 degree minus cos inverse 1 divided by square root 29 into 3 root 3. This is the required value, and I have to write it. Okay, this is the answer. This is also one angle, and this is another angle. So this is another angle. Okay, so if two vectors will intersect at a certain point, and that point I will say that intersection point. So that intersection point will have 4 angles, but vertical opposite angle will be equal to each other. So one angle I have calculated here theta, and other will be phi, and that phi angle is considered 180 degree minus theta. Okay student, now if we have to get the angle between these two vectors, so I will use scalar product, that is A dot B, which is equal to magnitude of the vector A into magnitude of the vector B into cos theta. So cos theta, which will be equal to vector A dot vector B divided by magnitude of the vector A and also the magnitude of the vector B. So that concept I will use, and after using I will find the value of theta, and one other angle will be phi, and that phi is written as 180 degree minus theta. So this is the required concept, and we have to follow it properly, positively and safely also. Okay, so if any question will be given, so all concept I have explained with you, those concepts you have to remember positively. Okay student, now all this information and also need to translate in English, so that each and every student can also understand this information in detail. Okay, हम जानते हैं कि अगर दो वेक्टर दिया जाता है, दो वेक्टर जो होता है इस सर्टेन पॉइंट को इंटरसेक्ट करता है, उस सर्टेन पॉइंट को हम पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन करके हिंदी में प्रतिच्छेद बिंदु के नाम से जानते हैं। और वहाँ पर हम देखते हैं कि दो एंगल होता है, एक एंगल थीटा होगा, एक एंगल थीटा होगा, तो दूसरा एंगल जो होता है 180 माइनस थीटा होगा, दूसरा एंगल जो होता है 180 माइनस थीटा डिग्री होता है, दूसरे एंगल को 180 डिग्री माइनस थीटा डिग्री करते हैं, थीटा होता है। उस तरीके से हम यहाँ पर वर्टिकल एंगल 1 2 3 4 4 वर्टिकल एंगल देखते हैं, क्योंकि वर्टिकल और अपोजिट एंगल क्या होते हैं, बराबर होते हैं, ज्योमेट्री का कंसेप्ट है। करने के बाद से 180 डिग्री माइनस पाई 180 डिग्री माइनस थीटा डिग्री को यूज करेंगे, और यूज करने के बाद से हम उस वैल्यू को कैलकुलेट करेंगे। ओके, तो इसके लिए हम एप्रोप्रिएट फार्मूला यूज करते हैं। इस एप्रोप्रिएट फार्मूले को ईच एंड एवरी स्टूडेंट हैज टू रिमेंबर प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज A डॉट वेक्टर B व्हिच इज इक्वल टू मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द वेक्टर A and also magnitude of the vector B, and then here I write cos theta. Okay, so A dot B, which is equal to magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B into cos theta. So we have to find theta, cos theta. So cos theta, which is equal to vector A dot vector B, and then I will divide with the magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B. I write it. Okay, so this is the required way, and so this way we have to use properly. So I have to make it rectangle box, so that we have to remember it positively. So cos theta, which is equal to magnitude vector A dot vector B divided by magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B. So this is the required concept to find the angle between these two vectors. So all concept I am going to summarize at one time. So each and every concept you can use to find the angle between these two vectors. Okay. So properly I am going to write each and every formula of this numerical to solve easily. Okay. So firstly I am going to erase it, and after erasing I will write each and every concept in detail, so each and every student can find the angle between these two vectors. Okay. Here I will see this is the vector A, that is Ax, vector I pair, Ay, vector J pair, Az, vector K pair. Now its magnitude can be written as vector A magnitude, which is equal to I pair right here, Ax whole square, this plus sign is repetition, Ay whole square plus Az whole square. You have to know. Similarly, other vector I am considering here B, that is written as dx vector I pair, bj dy vector j pair, and bj vector k pair. So I have written. Now further I have to take this magnitude, that is magnitude of the vector P, which is equal to, here I have to write, which is equal to dx whole square dy whole square and dj whole square. So I have written that properly. Now we have to use another formula, that is A dot B, which is equal to, that is written magnitude of the vector A magnitude of the vector B into cos theta, and theta is the angle between these two vectors. Now here I am drawing it concept. One vector is A and another vector is B. So this is the angle theta. So this is the vector, its direction is A1, and this is the vector B, its direction is also A1. So angle between vector A and vector B, that is theta. Okay. So dot A vector A dot vector B, which is equal to magnitude of the vector A and magnitude of the vector B. Already I have completed here in general form, because that will be in particular form. So I will use this concept, and after using this concept, and then I will summarize in a particular identity, that is particular word. So here I am going to say we have to find the angle between vector A and B, that will be cos theta, which is equal to vector A dot vector B, and then I will divide magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B. So we have got the value of magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B here. Now we have to find the value of A dot B, that is also written vector A dot vector B, which is equal to Ax bx plus Ay dy plus Az and bj. This is the required concept of A dot B, vector A dot B, vector A dot B, which is equal to Ax bx plus Ay dy plus Az bj. So we have to move it this concept to find the value of cos theta, because A dot B has this value, and magnitude of the vector has this value, and magnitude of the vector B has this value. Okay. So our values I know, and after substituting its value, and then I will get a value. So after getting it, so I will put cos theta. In other words, we can say that imply that here I will write theta, which is equal to cos inverse. Cos inverse in the bracket I will write vector A dot vector B, and I will calculate its value. Now downside here written vector magnitude of the vector A and also magnitude of the vector B. So that value I will calculate, and if theta will I will know, so other angle will be 180 degree minus theta. So this is also general information, and each and every student has to know this general information. So I am writing the point of 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4. That is of complete. So where we need to write it. So this will be 4. Now fifth and information I am going to write. Vector I dot vector I. That will be 1. Similarly I will write vector J dot vector A. That will be 1. And vector A into vector A. That will be also 1. So this identity each and every student has to know clearly. If same vector will be, its value will be 1. If vector will be opposite, means I, J, J, K, K, I. So its value will be 0. Because cos 90 degree its value is 0. So I, J value will be 0. J, K its value will be 0. K, I and also its value will be 0. So these are the concept, and these concept each and every student has to know properly for finding the angle between given two vectors. One vector will be A, other vector will be B, or one vector will be P and other vector will be Q. So with the help of these two vectors we have to take the angle between these two vectors properly. Okay. Now here I have to write intersection point. This is the intersection point, and that intersection point is indicated as I. So that is the intersection point. So here I have written vector A, and this is the vector B, and its angle will be theta, and other angle will be phi minus theta. That is I can write 180 degree, 180 degree minus theta. So this is the required concept when two vectors will be available in the plane. So we can also get the angle between these two vectors by using this scalar product. Scalar product means A dot B, which is equal to magnitude of the vector A into magnitude of the vector B into cos theta. So cos theta can be written like this: A dot B divided by vector A, modulus of vector A and modulus of vector B. So after simplifying, I will get its value, and that value is available. So I will take its cos inverse value, and it will give in theta, that is in degree. So one way angle I have calculated here in degree, so other will be 180 degree minus theta. That will be also in degree. If anyone will say you also convert into radian, so I have information 180 degree, 180 degree which is equal to pi. Now 180 degree can be written as now 180 into 1 degree which is equal to pi. Okay, because 180 into 1 degree that will be 180 degree. So here I can write 1 degree which is equal to, I can write here pi divided by 180. So I have to write it properly. That is 180. So 1 degree which is equal to pi divided by 180. So I will use this value, and after using this value I will get the value in radian. So value of theta will be in radian. So these are the required concept. Okay student, if you are knowing this concept easily, so you like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. And simultaneously you also subscribe this educational channel more and more. Okay student, thank you for watching this live video. I will always meet on the same time, that is 30 minutes past to 7 o'clock to 30 minutes past to 8 o'clock. And my educational channel name is RANA SIR UP KUSHINAGAR. This is YouTube ID, that is RANA SIR UP KUSHINAGAR. So you follow it positively, because all data of mathematics and physics of the class 12, 11 and also 10. I have already prepared and upload there. Where I have prepared a playlist for you, because this is the free online coaching classes and you take its advantage more and more. Okay, student, if you will have any doubt or any query regarding this topic, then corresponding topic, corresponding concept, so you ask positively in the comment section and I will see your comment and positively I will reply the answer of your comment. Okay, student, so you follow it positively, properly and also safely. Thank you for watching this live video. Jai Hind, Rana Sir.